Work fortifies the spirit.
That's a crystallized human skull, a whipping rope. What is... I can just pick this up. Oh, it's not stealing. I'm gonna take that as I could just pick it up. Hello, Vicar. What's your name? Vicar Max. What's up, Max? Quite the name for a vicar.
Yes, what is it?
Oh.
You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well.
Holcomb,
How
okay.
rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to.
Oh.
Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
The quickest way out of town. Advice do you offer?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
Oh, so it's... prayer meditation or...
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
It's more reasonable than... never mind. No comment. So to aspire to...
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything.
How are you even
The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
Seems like
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though. To truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
That is the most Christian response I've ever heard. How do you know I'm an outsider?
I've never seen you before.
Yeah, that's a good
And
start.
there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Is it your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
Talking about Reed.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do?
Cut off the deserter's power.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of them?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Just talk to everyone into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, sure, bud.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Cool.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I've been outside. I'm not impressed, and I can handle myself.
One
So
of
what
the
is
reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
it?
I
Okay.
happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls.
Okay.
My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Handsome son, you say? Banned
I
heretical
just want
book.
to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
The authorities would be interested in hearing your contraband.
Glad we see eye to eye.
I'll do it.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the
Alright.
name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner.
Mbakonu.
I'll mark where I
Yes.
saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I look for your book.
Thank you.
I'll find it,
If you
buddy.
retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright, so, we're gonna go get a book, and we're gonna go cut off the power to Edgewater. Why? Because greedy companies do not deserve to thrive. And that's a fact. They deserve to have money so people can have jobs, yes, but to thrive to the point where people are dependent on you and can do nothing but depend on you, I'm a little bit of a not all for that, bud. That is almost... That is so cult-like, it's crazy. It's so weird to have one of these games where the enemies are just... it's so weird for me for a game when the enemies are just dead 24/7. Because most games, you know, the enemies respawn whenever you go back to an old area. These guys are just gone. Where's the grind? I've been here. I would not have known to look for this book, though. This was not here before. I need $6 grand from that. Now, so it's been relocated to over there. So fast travel to Geothermal power. The Manta Pillar. There. Oh, so they turn that, and then they turn to the Queen. Ah. Robos. I'm not here to fight. I am here to go down the edge of the river. You mind your business, I'll mind mine, robot. Oh, shit. What the fuck is that? Leather boa thing is huge, dude. Look at this snake. It is so fat. Well, you guys don't get a lot of XP, but you do give your brain. Small houses or something over here? Or is just... there's somethings. Oh. How did you not see me, my guy? How did you not see me? I'm like right here. That was the most, and that was actually a really good intense moment. Right? Almost got caught.
Come out, play. Let's end this quick. Don't mess with us.
Wow, I killed you and nothing on you? That's crazy. What was that? Wreckage. Good in this wreckage, or is it just a wreckage? So far, it looks like it's just wreckage. Right outside Edgewater. Oh, there's a... Watch this though. What was that? It's picked up. Backpack? Oh, set up. So next time I get a... thing, I'll have a... find a workbench I popped your head like a... cave? Ooh. Ooh, pretty. That's a mine? What was that? That's it. Way out. Okay. I took care of the mine that was going to disturb my peace. Bypasser, bypasser. Another plasma rifle, huh? Nice. What shit. Oh. So you don't die. Good to know.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Hey, book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic.
Have you stupid book
well
duck.
worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You just wanted it for yourself. Don't you think?
Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate,
I
I
mean,
even
it
got
might
myself assigned
still,
to
but
this
it's in
plague-ridden
French.
backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Still have your mission. Work here to give your life meaningful purpose. Backwater. What happened to all the crap about leading your flock? Grits.
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Oh. So that's a bad example. Yeah, at least you still have your mission here.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches.
Damn.
Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there.
Wow.
What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be beneficial arrangement. You need a ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
It's good to know.
Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Okay. A real vicar.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Sounds good.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Cool.
Yeah, huh?
It's an earlier
You
one.
mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a
I know,
church.
but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Damn. It's an idol, not strive for him? Then why do you want to talk to him?
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Ah, come on, don't give you too hard a time. You can. We'll fix the universe together.
We don't want any trouble.
Well, I don't either, Miss Grace Romero.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Looking for Aldelia?
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Former workers living in the wilderness?
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
We're gonna find her.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
I got shot into space. Trying to figure out how to repair my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet.
I didn't mean that.
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
His loves, Rizzo's. Yeah, I met Zoe. She was in a marauder camp.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, marauder camp? Is she alright?
Queen in the head.
Zoe's family. Chiding her is our purview, not yours. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
I already did. It's about her, though.
I'll tell you what I can.
How well do you know her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Oh. Personal, can't imagine how you did get on with.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
I'll see you later, girl. Just gonna run in this person's house. Howdy ho, neighbor. How you doing? Well, alright, I'm out here, neighbor. See you later, neighbor. Are you stepping? Are you stepping? You're the only other living, breathing person I've seen stay at her. You actually are. How you doing?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Oh. Your
You mean
numbers,
Zoe?
huh?
Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened the other day? She disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
About her?
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Surprise.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Tempt her to come back to
Zoe's
camp.
living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, brat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
you're telling the
super
truth.
wild, dude.
Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer.
Oh.
It's a collector's edition after all.
Well, looks like I give a damn about your show. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition. Here you go. Latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
38. We got straight.
Fresh off the...
Zoe! Zoe! Hey! 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 Go back. Home. Hey! Hey! Hey!
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
What's on Wentworth? I've been sent to find you?
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You told me about your favorite cereal.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the Masked Marketeer? I am impressed.
Wanted to watch this with you.
I see what's going on here. I'm being bribed. Well, it's working. I can't say no to my favorite cereal.
Nice.
I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Alright, now I could actually just fast travel directly back over here. Like that. Oop. But I gotta walk all the way back. Titus. Revenge are hammered in his head. Miss Grace.
What is it?
Chill. Talk to Zoe.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe.
Yeah.
What happened, anyway?
Marauders, they hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Alright. Stefan, you over here? Well, you're not Stefan.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Stefan. Thomas Kemp.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering.
Got a bolter pistol?
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi.
Aww.
Whoa.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
No.
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm not from town, sir. Take this guy out.
Well,
We'll take it
what
as
I
compliment.
meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague.
Yeah?
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a bus.
Start learning.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah.
I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. You
Yep.
ever heard of the Young
Sorry, I skipped
Spacer's
that
Guide
accident.
to Mechanical Engineering?
I have one of those.
Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Major, look at it, Thomas. I have one of those.
No kidding! Really?
Yep, I have
Which
the one her
one?
dad. I ain't trying to
Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer.
There's one in the cannery.
I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll find any other ones.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Alright. That's what I'm wearing, right? That took a lot. Can I repair it? I just got this. It needs repaired too. I got this one. I almost had to repair everything. What's tinkering do? Power mag. Isn't it already the plasma damage? It does. I don't know where this... Oh, this is her stuff. There you go, girl. You got your own. Oh. God. It scared the shit out of me. I don't know why. First action was to shoot, ask questions later. 137. Same. Okay, so this one's damaged. It has a little bit more damage than it did. Now, let's go talk to Miss, what's her name? Oh, Adrenaline.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
What's a poultice?
Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must...
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers.
A strange old lady.
Adelaide will do just fine.
Adelaide. That's the name.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's
McDevitt.
just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You
How
should
long do
try
I need
some
to?
of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Don't for
A
yourself.
home for anyone who's ever
It's
turned their
spittoon,
backs
but it's
on
clean.
Edgewater.
I don't know why they made me think of
nowhere
the...
left to go and nothing to lose.
Oh god, I forgot the
So,
name of the
like
game.
spores
But
of
it has
the
these
puffball
spittoons and
cast on
toilets
the
you
wind
stick
and
your hands
alighting on
in.
fresh soil. We put down new roots.
It's really
It is an
terrible.
unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed.
Oh.
The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Make
Reed
pace.
Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
No,
Let's
that's
hear
a
it.
good name for it.
What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Their town, he's willing to make amends. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Over to him, he mentioned a theodermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Power regulator, I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What do you got against it?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps.
True.
Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm alright. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
For real, dude, damn. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Reed? I think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Oh. Consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
What do you think?
Yeah, huh?
He's very fond of
He's just
you.
interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Oh. Bigger or more obvious crush.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that for him.
Aw, that's sweet.